Hello again, it's me, and welcome to THC Public Access TV, where we're going to talk about cannabis and all the rest of it. We're back after some time away, and I'm sure both of our listeners are very anxious to give me all their questions about cannabis. All right, so let's hit the phone lines. Tolliver James in Nanton, what do you got?
Hi, I was chatting with a bud tender yesterday, and he asked me if I was looking for a Kush or a Haze. I didn't know what he was talking about, so I just got the heck out of there as soon as possible. Long story short, I left my wallet on the counter. I guess I'll have to go back and get it at some point. Care to quickly explain what she was talking about?
We sure can. Okay, so, basically...
I said quickly!
Names like Hazes, Sours, and Kushes aren't really types of cannabis. What they're more akin to are lineages or branches on the family tree of Cannabis Sativa lineages. So these names represent the broad genetic backgrounds of a strain, backgrounds that shape the effects and characteristics of a cannabis variety. For a little bit of backstory, genotypically distinct cannabis that is endemic to a certain area is called a landrace. And you'll find that landraces are combined to create these lineages. So let's jump right into Hazes to show you exactly what I mean. Landraces from Mexico, Colombia, Thailand, and southern India were crossbred to create this uplifting and cerebral variety. This variation caught on in California and the southwest US, where, the rumor has it, the Haze brothers were able to meld this marijuana magnum opus that then spun off into so many strains that are popular today. Hazes tend to be strongly sativa dominant.
Do I look like I know what a Condoleezza dominant is?
Oh, okay, let me take a step back. Sativa is a subspecies that if you need a refresher on the difference between Indica and Sativa, feel free to watch this THC Public Access TV video right here. Hazes are known for their moderately high THC content, their fine and fruity flavors, and their ability to induce a euphoric, clear-headed, and energetic high. As I've mentioned, these are generally sweet and sometimes spicy. But on the growing side of things, Hazes tend to be quite finicky. So, if you want to grow this plant into fruition, you're going to have to be a little patient. Haze strains take a long time to reproduce. Typical millennial. And Hazes require skill to adequately and effectively reach those moderately high levels of THC. On top of this, the buds of most Hazes are kind of skinny and sparse. So it's an investment, but a lot of the Haze strains have definitely made their mark. Some of these would be Original Haze, Super Haze, Amnesia, and Purple Haze. But let's place Hazes on this side of the spectrum for sedating versus uplifting and body versus cerebral. So, yeah, right there. And for our next entry, we have one of the most popular cannabis lineages. You know who he is. He walks in the room. Haze. This is the playa from the Himalayas, everyone's favorite, Kush. These are on the heavy indica side of the spectrum. So, of course, the lineage is from the Kush Mountains in northern India. The Hindu Kush Mountains, which stretch across Afghanistan, Pakistan, and India. And the Hindu Kush landrace stretched into the wild west of the US through the legendary hippie trail in the 1950s and 60s. And it became the foundation for many of the Kush hybrids we have today. These buds are always chunky, boys with dark green leaves and also brown to rusty pistils. Being the most indica dominant of the indicas, Kush strains are known for their very sedating, heavy effects, and heavy intoxication in this lineage, which is what made it so popular. Kushes have an earthy and musky aroma with some elements of spice. And some people even seek out the aroma, assuming that it's a Kush. And it can get Kush-like effects. Some people just look for these characteristics regardless of the name, but some recognizable Kush names are OG Kush, Bubba Kush, Hindu Kush, and Purple Kush. So getting back to our scale, I think we can comfortably put Kush on this part of the spectrum. Okay. There you go. And now, good evening, everyone. I'm about to introduce you to our next lineage. But first, I need everyone to put those hands on the radio. Let the vibes flow through. Do you smell that? And you can smell it from a mile away. That is the funk of Skunk. Known for its unusually powerful and pungent odor, the skunk variety emerged in the 1970s. This is when breeders crossed landrace strains from Mexico, Afghanistan, and Colombia. Their goal was to create stable, potent, and unique strains with a very distinct aroma. Enter Skunk #1, a strain that helped put the skunk lineage on the map. Flowers of this strain offer a unique and almost stinky smell, and a sour taste with high amounts of myrcene, all which underpin relaxing effects. For all the growers out there, this lineage can tolerate a large array of growing environments, but produces the best outcomes when it's warm and sunny. Skunk strains are unique because they bridge the spectrum of indica dominant, sativa dominant, and the hybrids in the middle. Because when we're dealing with a spectrum, skunk doesn't just move, it removes, depending on the specific genetics. One subspecies doesn't monopolize all things skunky. As a result, skunk strains offer a very well-rounded experience, blending cerebral effects with physical relaxation. So in this case, if it frees your mind, your body will follow. And as it blends the brain and body, it is a perfect afternoon lineage. One with notable strains like cheese, lemon skunk, and even Jack Herrera. So being in the middle of uplifting and sedating and blending brain and body, we're gonna place our funky skunk strains right here. And now let's quickly move on to sour strains. And we have to do it quickly before the Microwave Cookery Collective bumps us for airtime. Those grandmas are pretty punctual. The long and short is, the sour lineage really made its mark in the 1990s. With the patriarch of this lineage, the Big Daddy Cool of sour, Sour Diesel. Now this one's believed to be a cross between Chemdog 91 and Super Skunk. But what makes it sour?
Probably the distinctive sour aroma. Idiot.
And also the flavor is a trademark of this lineage. They are a favorite for those seeking a creative and social experience, because Sour Diesel and the like creates an uplifting, cerebral, and social high, because it combines mental stimulation with a form of ease and relaxation, leaving you open for creativity and also communication. So, creative, more cerebral, but less body? I think we should put sour right around here. Great. And lastly, let's delve into the delicious lineage of cookies. This one all started with GSC, otherwise known as Girl Scout cookies. A legendary product known from crossing OG Kush with Durban Poison. The early 2010s saw GSC skyrocket in popularity, leading to the creation of many cookie variants and hybrids. This lineage first really emerged in the Bay Area from the Cookies Fam nursery. But what's the reason for the name? This lineage tends to have a very sweet and almost baked goods type taste after an earthy and musky start when smoked. This led to the cookies' explosion with strains like Thin Mints, Platinum GSC, Sherbets, Cherry Pie, Gurry Peyton, and Space cookies. While cookies aren't known for their big yields, in fact their buds are kind of small. The deep body relaxation and the happy high have made it a sought after and stress-free lineage to pursue. So, I think we should put it right around here. There we go. Cookies. And there you go. the background, history, and examples of cannabis lineages. So, thanks for calling.
No problem. I think I know all the main lineages. But isn't there a few more? Like new ones? Hello?